Hello, successful people. Welcome back to the Iron Fire Success Channel. I'm DK, and my husband Mo is busy right now, so it's just me. Thank you so much to our subscribers. In today's video, I'm going to give you some tips if you're going on the Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas and thinking about attending some of the shows. I'm also going to give you some quick reviews to tell you which ones Mo and I attended and what we thought about it. Come check it out. This is a quick video just to give you some tips about the entertainment and shows on Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas and to give you our reviews of the shows that we attended. So first, I have my list here. Let's go over some of the tips. Number one, many of the shows on the Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas require a reservation, but not all do. You will see in the app a few weeks in advance of your cruise where you're going to be able to choose times and dates to make reservations for certain shows on your sailing. If you are traveling with a group of people and you think that you will all want to go together to a particular show, it is wise to have those people in your group all do a reservation in advance. So the shows that did require a reservation were One Sky, some of the adult comedy, laser tag, which is not really a show, it's an activity. There was a musical, and it was an adaptation of Cats on our sailing. A show called Aqua 80 in the Aqua Theater. Then there was Ice Skating Time, which isn't a show, not to be confused with Frozen in Time, which is their ice show. They just allow ice skating in that Studio B where the ice shows are when they're not having performances. So, movies do not require reservations. The Love and Marriage game show that was in the Royal Theater does not require reservations. Movies are also shown in the Aqua Theater, which is outdoors, and those don't require reservations. The silent discos, you'll see there were two, and I'll tell you about that on our sailing. They don't require reservations, but because you have to get there to be able to get the headphones, it is a good idea to get there maybe 20 minutes in advance of whenever the event is supposed to start. Number two, if you do make a reservation, it's wise to get there about a half an hour in advance of the showtime if you are particular about where you would like to sit in the venue. If it really doesn't matter where you sit, you can get there later than a half an hour in advance, like say 20 minutes, and it'll be fine. Which leads me to my point number three. If you do not have a reservation, about 20 minutes or 15 minutes in some cases before the showtime, the doors will open to let in everyone, regardless of a reservation. What happens is there'll be a line forming at least a half an hour in advance of some of the more popular shows, so that by 20 to 15 minutes in advance of the showtime, they're letting in people starting with whoever is at the front of that line. So you can see how if you have a reservation and maybe you don't show up until 5 minutes or 10 minutes before the showtime, well, there's going to be a lot more people who don't have reservations who are going to be let in by that time. So just think about that when you think about whether or not you want to keep a reservation or whether you get there early if you have one. Number four, a tip, if you go to a game show or an activity that isn't in a theater, right? So the Aqua Theater holds a lot of people, although not as many as the Royal Theater. And there are certain trivia events that might be in their club or it could be in one of the bars. There are situations where the venue might be smaller and might have limited seating, and besides limited seating, just limited capacity of any kind. So if you think you want to participate in a particular trivia event or a special event that's in a smaller venue, there it is really wise to get there early. It may not help you get a seat in some cases because some people are just there hanging out and aren't going to get up and leave when the trivia starts or the event starts. But just recognize that there are some venues that are so small that it might be standing room only, and that might even be hard to come by. All right, so with those tips in mind, let's get into the reviews of the shows or activities we participated in on our Oasis of the Seas sailing. We went on Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas March 30th through April 5th of 2025, and here are the activities that we participated in during our sailing. So we did the silent discos. There were two. One of them was in the adults only solarium and one was on the 6th floor boardwalk area. We attended the Aqua 80 show in the Aqua Theater. We saw Cats in the Royal Theater. We saw Frozen in Time, the ice show. We did go and participate in one or two trivia events, and one of them I remember was in Boleros. We went to the Love and Marriage game show. We saw the production One Sky. We did go hang out in the casino. We did not see the adult comedy in Blaze, and I'll tell you why we didn't. So let's get into a short review of the events that I mentioned. The first silent disco event we went to was at night, and it was on deck 16 in the solarium bar area. The solarium is an adults only area on decks 15 and 16, and the bar is on 16. Even though it's adults only, I have to tell you, I did see some kids in there, which I thought was weird, but there were children, not a lot, but some people did bring their kids. Now here, you had a lot of space. It was nice because this is a partially inside-outside area on the boat. You had seating if you wanted to sit and chill. The music was good, so I really enjoyed the adults-only silent disco in the solarium. The second silent disco we went to was held in the evening, but not as late as the one in the solarium. And it was more of a family event. It was held in the boardwalk area of the ship, which is an open area at the back of deck 6. I'm going to show you on the cruisedeckplans.com where that is. Okay, I'm going to take you to the back of deck 6 real quick and just show you how this area is laid out. Because it's an open area and there's so much going on there anyway, between playmakers and people going to the Aqua Theater and Johnny Rockets and the candy shop, it just made it hectic when they were giving out the headphones because there wasn't anywhere really for people to line up. But as you can see, it was a family-friendly event and everybody had a good time. I like that they gave out this handout in the cabin. It's an easy at-a-glance way of seeing what shows are offered, what time, in what venue, on what day, and it also lets you know what shows or events do not require a reservation. Those are the ones that have the asterisk. We went to go see Aqua 80, the show that's in the Aqua Theater, which is at the very back of deck 6 that we were just looking at. It's a totally open venue, and the show is amazing. It's about an hour long, and you do need to get there early because where you sit does matter. It is a dance, swimming, diving, acrobatic show that does use the open space above the seats. So initially, we were sitting in seats that were kind of in the back that had an overhang, and quickly learned that if you stay there, there's part of the aerial performances you won't be able to see. So get to that early and get yourself a seat that doesn't have anything over your head blocking your view. We went to see an adaptation of the Broadway musical Cats in the Royal Theater here. It's on decks 4 and 5. If you don't know what this is about, I suggest you Google it before you go and see this. It is weird, it's good, and it's weird, and it's good. So I would say go see it, but definitely Google the plot so that you'll understand what's going on. The ice show was called Frozen in Time. Wonderful performances. It's really good. I would suggest getting there early because that does fill up quick, and there's some seats where it's a little bit harder to see. I did not go back in Studio B and do ice skating. Bad knees. But I heard it was a good time had by all who were able to do it. We did trivia in Boleros. The drinks in Boleros are awesome, I have to tell you. I generally did not enjoy the drinks on this Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas at all. I'll put a link up above and drop a link in the description box to my video where I talk about how I wasted my money buying that drink package. But anyway, the trivia in Boleros was fun. The drinks in Boleros are good. The music in Boleros is a good time. It's just a venue that actually is made up of a lot of seating that takes up a lot of the space in there. So just get there early if you want to participate in trivia. You won't be disappointed. Here's a quick look at where Boleros is. It's in this 5th floor promenade area of the ship. The adult game show Love and Marriage held in the Royal Theater was hilarious. I have to tell you that the first 20 minutes of the time we were there was an auction. The ship, I guess it was the entertainment directors, were auctioning off ship excursions and experiences, and they were doing it for a good charity. So if you're interested in that, that did happen in the first 20 minutes before the game show got started. The game show itself, hysterical, hilarious, definitely worth it. Royal Theater, wasn't crowded. Go see it. Besides the ice rink in the 1st floor of the Royal Theater, the Casino Royale is also on the 4th floor. So this is the smoking casino that I'm showing you here now. So if you're sensitive to smoke, don't really hang out in here. There is another smaller non-smoking casino I'll show you. But I had a good time playing. They have a lot of slot machines if you're a slot player, and I played enough to earn a free cruise. Mo and I are going on a cruise at the end of September, so I'll come back and make a video about that. Here's where the non-smoking Casino Royale is, across from Blaze. And I'll show you a picture of what the outside looks like. It is truly non-smoking. It's very clean. They do have some of the more popular slot machines in here. Not a lot, but you could actually still hang out in the non-smoking Casino Royale and have a good time. 2 more things I want to share with you. We did go see One Sky that I think was offered once, maybe twice on our sailing. I wouldn't say that it was fantastic, but they're talented performers on this ship. It was a great production involving some multimedia, which was really well done. The thing about it is, it just wasn't like a wow type of show. It was something that had a good theme about the interconnectivity of all of us humans in this world together. A great theme, and I think that makes it worthwhile to go see. And finally, I'm going to talk about the adult comedy in Blaze. We did not go because we went to Blaze on another night and we just hung out in there to listen to music and have drinks, and felt like that comedy club fills up very quickly and the seating was awkward. And if you're trying to see someone on stage, I just felt like the layout was awkward to be able to do that comfortably, so we skipped it. I heard other people who went and saw the comedians, said they were hilarious, had a good time, but I just wasn't really feeling that configuration and didn't feel like being squeezed in, so we skipped it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel to get more travel tips as we take more cruises and come back and tell you our experiences. We'll also keep posting model home videos of homes in and around San Antonio and take you with us as we continue to turn our new construction house into a home. As Mo would say, be peaceful, stay prayerful, and count your blessings.